Good evening to all and welcome to the session 200 Grammar Rules. So far, you have learned 20 rules. Today, you're going to learn 21 to 24. And these rules, they go with nouns. Today, I'll be completing the rules related to the first part of speech, nouns. Now, let us go to rule number 21. As I said, I hope everything is perfect. Audio, video, everything. Rule number 21, still with nouns, possessive case. I have already told you guys how do we express possession in English by using an apostrophe and the letter S. And here we have a few rules, important rules from the exam point of view that go with the possessive case. When a noun or a title consists of several words, the possessive sign is attached only to the last word. When a noun or a title, here we usually focus on the title, consists of several words, the possessive sign is attached only to the last word. The king of Bhutan, this is a noun phrase. The king of Bhutan. So many words are there. Based on that, we should add apostrophe to the last word. The king of Bhutan's visit. Bhutan apostrophe S visit. The prime minister of Mauritius. Again, a lengthy phrase. To the last word, we should add the apostrophe. The prime minister of Mauritius speech. Rule number 22, still with possessive case. When two nouns are closely connected, this is an important rule. When two nouns are closely connected, the possessive case is used with the latter. There are two words you have to know. One is former. Second, careful with spelling, not later, latter. Former means first in position, latter means second in position. So, what does the rule tell? When two nouns are closely connected, the possessive case is used with the latter, means the second one. Here, there is a bakery, and that bakery belongs to two persons, Manoj and Bhaskar. They are closely connected. Based on that, we should not use a possessive case with the first one, the former. We should use a possessive case with the second one or the latter. Manoj and Bhaskar's bakery. Then it is correct. Edmund and Mary's reign. Those two are connected. To the latter or the second word, we should use a possessive case. Edmund and Mary's reign, a rule. I hope you guys got the rule number 22, very important from the exam point of view. Rule number 23 also in a way related to rule number 22. This is also equally important. You should be able to make out based on the context. If the two nouns imply separate possession, they are not related, they are not connected. We must use possessive case with each. Each noun takes a possessive case. Here, Raja's novels are different, Ruskin's novels are different. Based on that, Raja apostrophe S, Ruskin apostrophe S novels. So they are not connected, they are separate entities. Then you should use a possessive case with each noun. Goldsmith's and Williams' poems. Goldsmith's poems are different, Williams' poems are different. Because they're not interconnected, they are separate. With each one, we should use a possessive case. 22, 23, they have given in many exams. Do remember those two are very important. 21 and 24, rarely they have touched so far. Still, you have to learn rule number 24. The letter S is omitted. Omission. In a few words where too many hissing sounds would come together. Imagine you have to add the letter apostrophe, you have to add apostrophe and the letter S, then it produces a hissing sound, then we avoid the letter S. Typical examples, conscience sake. Here we cannot use conscience apostrophe s because of the hissing sound. For goodness sake. Already you have the S sound. One more S, then it results in hissing sound. So we try to avoid the letter S. For justice sake. This is also an important rule, but rarely they have touched. Do remember 21, 24 rare, but 22, 23 very important. They have given in many exams. So far, you have learned 24 rules. And if you guys remember, all the 24 rules are related to the first part of speech. Which one is that? Nouns. Now let us see a few questions based on today's rules, and after that, overview. All the rules related to nouns, a new exercise, very interesting, very useful from consolidation point of view. I'm sure you're going to enjoy. Possessive case first practice questions. For Jesus' sake, don't do that. Is this right or wrong? You have to decide. Sentence number one, please mention the sentence number. For Jesus' sake, don't do that. Remember rule number 24. If you have to use a letter S, in case you use a letter S, it results in the hissing sound. Then we don't use a letter S. We drop the letter S. So based on that, do you think question number one is right or wrong? For Jesus' sake, don't do that. Sentence is correct. No error. Jesus's, we don't say that. It sounds a little ridiculous. Moses's, we don't say that. So second one also based on the same rule. They all follow Moses' laws. No error. Very good. I appreciate that. Please go to sentence number 3. Mention the question number. That way we can avoid ambiguity. Which one you're answering, I should know for sure. Yes, Sonarika, second one, no error. Lavanya, no error. And Srinivas, no error. And Sairam also, second one, correct, no error. Divya, very good. Now go to sentence number 3. No, third one, we don't say Christus. It produces hissing sound. We should not use a letter S here. It is Chris' new car. No, we should not use the apostrophe, the letter S after the apostrophe. Yes, I have removed. So this sentence is not correct. Question number 4 or sentence number 4. He loves to read Dickens novels. Yes, very good. Chris' new car. He loves to read what? Dickens novels. Charles Dickens. No, there is an error. Charles Dickens is the name of the writer. Then you cannot use Dickens apostrophe S. It is not Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens, the name of the person, the writer. He loves to read Dickens novels. Because the word ends in the letter S, after that we should use apostrophe. After the apostrophe, no S. Charles Dickens. What is the name of the writer? Charles Dickens. Dickens. No, he loves to read. The sentence is not correct. I have written the correct form. Dickens, after that apostrophe. Then it is correct. The Beatles album has set a new record. You have to know that. If you don't know, you cannot answer. A very popular writer, English writer. So you have to know that. Charles Dickens. The Beatles album has set a new record. Please go to question number 5. Beatles, a rock group. The Beatles album, fifth one, no error. Beatles apostrophe, after that we cannot use the letter S. No, it produces hissing sound. Beatles, after that you cannot use the letter S. Only Beatles apostrophe, after that no, don't use the letter S. Based on that there is no error. No, Beatles, not Beatle. Beatles, name of the group, rock group, Beatles. He spends a lot of time for appearance's sake. He spends a lot of time for appearance sake. Question number 6. No one has responded. No error. Appearance. After that, you cannot use a letter S, appearance sake. Perfect. Her mother-in-law's behavior is not at all acceptable. Very good. No error. I appreciate that. Please go to question number 7. Her mother-in-law's behavior is not at all acceptable. You have already learnt rules, a particular rule that goes with, no, we don't say appearance's sake. Appearance sake. Mother-in-law singular, mother-in-law's plural not correct. Mothers-in-law. But here we are not talking about singular and plural. We are talking about the possessive case. Already have learnt. When it comes to possessive case, to the last word you should use the apostrophe and the letter S. Based on that, there is no error. If you are talking about singular plural, that's a different thing. Here we are talking about possessive case. Then apostrophe and the letter S should be used to the last word. Mother-in-law's behavior, nothing wrong. Perfect. No, mothers-in-law. No, that is not correct. When you talk about, please listen carefully. If you talk about singular and plural, then you should say mother-in-law, mothers-in-law. Here we are not talking about singular and plural. We are talking about the possessive case. Then there is no error. To the last word, you should add apostrophe and the letter S. They are ready to implement the commander-in-chief's orders. Go to question number 8. They are ready to implement the commander-in-chief's orders. Compound nouns, when it comes to the possessive case, the last word takes the possession. Apostrophe S, no error. Very good. Based on the context, her mother-in-law, you are talking about one person and that person's behavior, contextual awareness is very important. I always tell context is the king. Question number 8, no error. Very good. They have been waiting eagerly for the King of Spain's visit. A lengthy one, already have learned rule number 21. The last word takes the apostrophe and the letter S. The King of Spain, the King of Bhutan's, the King of Spain's visit. No error. Based on the context, obviously it talks about someone's behavior. Possession, possessive case based on the sentence, based on the context. It does not talk about plural form. If I say something like a lot of mother-in-laws, then it is not correct. I'm talking about mother-in-law's plural form. Then I have to say a lot of mothers-in-law. That is singular plural, but here it is possessive case. Rohit's and Raj's shops are next to each other. Here we are talking about two persons and whatever they have, they are separate entities. There's no interconnection, there's no connection between the two. Then for each one, we have to use a possessive case. How do we know that? Next to each other. Each other we use when we talk about two persons or two things. Based on that, Rohit's and Raj shops are next to each other. No error. Very good. Now let us go to consolidation questions. I said we have completed nouns. This exercise is going to be very interesting. I'm sure you're going to enjoy a different exercise altogether. 24 rules consolidation. I hope you guys are ready to answer. Only problem here, 20 seconds lag. What are the rules that go with proper nouns? See how many rules you can recollect and write. What are the rules that go with proper nouns? I have given 4 rules. You should be able to recollect all the 4 rules. At least a few you should be able to recollect. What are the rules that go with proper nouns? Yes, of course. Please go to consolidation questions. Proper nouns you have learned out of 24, 4 rules related to proper nouns. What are they? I'm not asking the number, I'm asking what they are. What are the 4 rules? One thing, wherever the proper noun is in the sentence, irrespective of the position, you have to use a capital letter. Capital letter. Second one, before names of countries which are proper nouns, we should not use any article. No article. But exceptions are there. That is the third rule. What is the exception? Before certain names of certain countries, though they are proper nouns, we have to use a definite article the. Exactly. And those countries you have to recollect. What are those countries? The US, the UK, the Philippines, the Netherlands, the Irish Republic, the Ukraine, all these. And when a proper noun is used as a common noun, we should use a definite article the. He is the GB Shaw of our group. When we use a proper noun as a common noun, we should use a definite article the. So these are the 4 rules. Now let us go to question number 2. Is it correct to say staffs? Just you have to say yes or no, that's it. Say yes or no. Exactly. Srimati. Proper becomes common, use article. Very good. The Milton, the GB Shaw. Please go to question number 2. All that you have to do, say yes or no. Is it correct to say staffs? Yes, I have already given. If you are talking about one particular university, I gave the example of a university. You are talking about one particular university, then the word staff. But if you are talking about different universities and the staff of each university, then you have to use staffs. I have already said. How come no one has said yes? I'm really shocked. That means you don't remember the rule. No, no, no. Please remember, staff, no doubt it's a collective noun. It is correct. But if you're talking about the employees of one company, please listen very carefully. You can't afford to forget this. One company, then you cannot say staffs. Pavani says yes, only one student says yes. You're talking about employees of one company, you cannot say staffs. You have to say staff. But you can say staffs if you are talking about employees of different companies. Not confused, I told very clearly. I told you guys to remember at any cost because already you have a fixed idea. What is that Fixed idea, staff, you cannot use it in the plural form. I told categorically, no, you can use it in the plural form based on the context. I gave the example of university. Example of university. One university, staff. Different universities, the staffs of different universities. Nothing wrong. Now go to which verb pronoun is usually used with collective nouns. Singular or plural, you have to answer. This you can't afford to forget. Which verb or pronoun is usually used with collective nouns, singular or plural? Here the key word is usually, and obviously collective nouns. How come no response? Yes, we use usually singular verb, singular pronoun. Next question. When do we use a plural verb and a plural pronoun with a collective noun? When there is a division. Sentence expresses division. Usually singular verb, singular pronoun. But if the sentence expresses division, then we have to use a plural verb, plural noun. The committee are still debating the issue. Is it correct to use a singular verb with titles of books that are in plural? Is it correct to use a singular verb with titles of books that are in plural? Very good. Who is this? Ravindra. This is what I expect from you guys. Emphatic yes, it is correct. Yes, that's right. You can use the title maybe in the plural form, but title of a book is considered singular, so we should use a singular verb. Yes, The Arabian Nights is a popular novel. Very good. Can we use a definite article the before names of countries? So just say yes or no. Question number, yes or no. Yes, of course. You have so many examples. We have just recollected the US, the UK, the Philippines, the Netherlands, the Irish Republic, the UAE, the Ukraine, all these. When we use a proper noun as a common noun, what is the rule? Proper noun as a common noun, what is the rule? Yes, very good. Yes, yes or no. But we have exceptions. Yes, of course. Let us go to question number 7. Not for all. Yes, but before only a few. Your answer should be yes, but you have to use but. Yes, but not before all. Not before all countries. Not before all. Only a few. When we use a proper noun as a common noun, what is the rule? We should use a definite article, the. Exactly. We should use a definite article, the, before the proper noun. Do uncountable nouns have plural forms? Question number 8. Do uncountable nouns have plural forms? Say yes or no. Yes, that's right. Uncountable, the very expression uncountable nouns. You cannot count them, then how can you have the plural form? No. Do uncountable nouns have plural forms? No, they don't have. The very word uncountable, you cannot count. Then how can you have the plural form? Only when you can count, you have the singular form and the plural form. As simple as that. Is it correct to say 10 kilometers is a long distance? Question number 9. Is it correct to say 10 kilometers is a long distance? 10 kilometers is. Is it correct to say that? Answer yes. What is the stars? Meanings change. Meanings change. That's a different topic altogether. We'll touch later. Lavanya, do remember that's a very good thing. And ions, meanings change. Then we have to deal separately. Do remember English has exceptions. Here we are not talking about exceptions. We are talking about generally. Now let us go to question number 10. What are the examples for things to which masculine gender is attributed? English people attributed the masculine gender to certain things when they express power and strength. And what are the examples for masculine gender? Those who have been given the masculine gender based on the power and strength. What are the examples? Sun, summer, winter, death, time. These five examples are very important from the exam point of view. What are the examples for things to which feminine gender is attributed? Now, opposite. Anything that expresses beauty and grace, feminine gender is attributed. Yes. Nature, earth, moon, spring, autumn. Boat also you can say, ship. Exactly. Exam point of view, these examples you can't afford to forget. Question number 12. Is ship masculine gender or feminine gender? Ship. Is it masculine gender? We have just listed out ship also. So you can easily answer. It is a feminine gender, obviously. That we cannot question. How can it be feminine gender? We cannot question. We have to accept, respect, and move on. What are the examples for nouns that always have the same form for singular and plural? Same form, singular and plural. What are the examples? Question number 13. Try to streamline your information. I think there's a lag of more than 20 seconds. Same form. Focus on the key words. Singular and plural. No, that goes with a different one. Here, deer, sheep, bison, one group. Then salmon, trout, cod, one group. Then offspring. Then aircraft, spacecraft, one group. What are the examples for nouns that always have the plural form and take a plural verb? Plural form, plural verb. Question number 14. Trousers, shorts, tights, pants, pajamas, spectacles, scissors, tongs, binoculars. But exam point of view, trousers, spectacles, scissors, binoculars, these you can't afford to forget. Question number 15. Exactly. What are the examples for nouns that always have the plural form but take a singular verb? Plural form, singular verb. Tights, shorts, trousers, pantaloons, pantaloons, binoculars, scissors, spectacles, surroundings, billiards. Yes, of course, that's a good example. Sairam. Please go to the next one, 15. Plural form, but take a singular verb. No, no, no. Here we have news. Then we have subjects like physics, mathematics, linguistics, economics, statistics, and diseases like measles, mumps, rickets. News, physics, mathematics, linguistics, but economics and statistics, they have other meanings. Sometimes they take a plural verb. Measles, mumps, rickets, types of diseases. Which one is correct? Gentry have agreed or gentry has agreed? Question number 16. Which one is correct? Gentry have agreed or gentry has agreed? Measles, mumps, rickets, all these. No, that goes with a different rule. I think you are going to get it. Always singular form but plural verb. Here, singular form, plural verb. Based on that, this is correct and this is not correct. Very good. What is a plural of sister-in-law? Now you can answer. Here we are talking about plural form, not possessive case. Plural. What is the plural of sister-in-law? Sisters-in-law. Not sister-in-laws, sisters-in-law. Criterion is singular or plural? The word criterion, nouns of Latin and Greek origin, is singular or plural? Very good, sister-in-law. But common error, people say sister-in-laws. It is not correct. Question number 18. Criterion is singular, criteria plural. What is a plural of alumnus? Already uploaded today's editorial. It is there, Annapurna. I did the editorial this morning, live session, 8 to 9. I brought new exercises. It is there. Please check. There is no need to upload today's editorial. Alumnus singular, plural is what? You can say alumni or alumni. Either way it is correct. What is a plural of medium? Media, everyone knows that. But do remember, I have told you guys, mediums is also correct. No, no one has removed. It is there. Please check properly. It is very much there. I have not removed. I can access the video. You can also access. No, don't stop with media. Mediums is also correct. Culture medium in the lab. For that, the plural form is mediums. Listen carefully. Media as well as mediums. You got to remember the second one. Is it correct to say table's legs? No. What are we supposed to say? The legs of the table. The legs of the table. We cannot use a possessive case with things or objects. Is it correct to say nature's beauty? 22. I want those guys who are here, except one of the students, can you access today's editorial video? Please check and let me know, is it there or not? Today's editorial video. Is it correct to say nature's beauty? Yes. Because English people have attributed the feminine gender. If the gender is attributed, we can use a possessive case. You can say nature's beauty. Perfect, no problem. If a plural noun ends in the letter S, where should we use or where should we place the apostrophe? If a plural noun ends in the letter S, it is there. Thanks, Sonarika, for confirming. See, Annapurna, it is there. Please check your settings. It is accessible. Sairam also says the same thing. Someone says no. It is there. How can you say no? And Vamsi also says yes. If a plural noun ends in the letter S, like boys, where should we place the apostrophe? After the letter S, not before. Boys hostel. Very good. Is it correct to say the day's work is over? Is it correct to say the day's work is over? Yes or no? Accessible. A lot of students say it is there, it is accessible. Please check your settings. I would like to thank all those students for responding to the question. Yes, it is correct to say the day's work is over. We can use. No, no, not removed. It is there. I have not removed. A lot of students say it is there. And I'm the one who upload or who I'm the one, you all know that. I'm telling you, I have not removed that. How do you use a possessive case when it comes to nouns with many words? Many words. Years time. To the last word. You can say to the last word. The king of Bhutan's visit. To the last word, we should use the possessive case. Nothing wrong with 24. Yes. Is it correct to say the day's work is over? Yes, it is correct to say. So that's all for today. Hope you guys have got enriched. Hope you guys have enjoyed this exercise. A different one, not the regular pattern, completely different. In a way, it is challenging and you can recollect whatever you have learned so far and consolidate to the last word exactly. Thank you very much for being with me. And I would like to tell you guys something. I have been quite busy this week and next week. I'm going to be very busy. I'm busy working on my app, working on my website. So 1 or 2 days I may not take how to master that series, but 200 rules I'm going to every day 7:30 and Telugu, same videos in Telugu. I need some time. So please bear with the delay, but I'm going to update everything. You're going to have the other channel, the same videos in Telugu. I'm going to do that. But because of my hectic schedule, I'm not able to do immediately.